Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Can we get it? In God we trust, amen. I am David Singletary. I am your only independent candidate for governor in the race for the state of Mississippi. Now, what does that mean for you? I will not be on the ballot Tuesday. I'm independent. I'll go all the way to November. That's why you haven't heard of me. That's why my name hasn't been mentioned. I'm independent. I'm not a Republican, and I'm not a Democrat. What does that mean? Well, that means you can vote for me if you're Republican and say, well, at least I didn't vote Democrat. Or that means if you're a Democrat and you vote for me, you can say, well, at least I didn't vote Republican. So I can take the best of both worlds and gel them together for the state of Mississippi. The one contentious area I have is that I'm for legalized cannabis industry here in the state of Mississippi. I'm trying to keep Mississippi current with the rest of the country. Most of you people know that Colorado has a thriving cannabis industry, and I will base my factors on that. We're looking at a $9 billion industry in our state. Now you hear all these politicians, Democrat and Republican, come up here and talk to you about all their wishes and all their want lists and all their honey-do lists. Well, guess what, people? You can't spend it if you don't have it. And all these programs and special interests that they want to give to you, well, that costs money. You understand? Now, I know we got people from the Gulf Coast here. The aquarium's going to be a great tourist attraction for Gulfport. You know, we need to close the freshwater incursion on the Gulf out there that's hurting the seafood industry. We need to develop the deep water port in Gulfport. We need an east-west thoroughfare. Just put a bridge over the railroad track and go east and west down on the coast. That's what I say. Up here in Jackson, I was born and raised in Jackson. I'm 62 years old. I am a veteran in the Air Force, from the Air Force. I have a bachelor's degree from Millsaps, a master's degree from Southern Mississippi. I've had a real estate degree, insurance, security license, all that stuff. And the one topic I hear over and over is we got to fund education. Well, I mean, revenues are going up. Internet sales tax and the sportsbook betting as the casinos have brought revenues up. But I'm talking about a $9 billion industry. I'm talking about growing the state's economy at 150% within my 4-year term. And yes, I'm only running one term because I believe in term limitations. I don't think you ought to be laid up in office for 40 years off the taxpayer's back. And they're out there struggling and you walk out with a $4 million pension. That ain't right. So yes, I'm for term limits and limiting the legislative power in the government. I'm talking about bringing revenue. I'm talking about creating jobs. Tourism is up over 50% in Colorado. And I'm talking about letting some of these young boys out of jail that are in there on nonviolent crimes. We got a prison overcrowding population. You know, it costs about $30 a day to keep these folks up in jail. We can save money on getting them out of jail. I say for a first-time offender, nonviolent, instead of throwing him in jail, put him in the military. Reinstate the draft if the boy don't know how to act. Teach him some discipline. Give him some direction. All he's going to learn to do in jail is become a gang member. Haven't y'all figured that out? The gangs recruit from the prison system. And the gangs are the very one you hear on the news at night with 19-year-olds with guns out there in the middle of the street shooting each other. Because most of the time they got to shoot somebody in order to become a member of the gang. Now I'm talking about addressing real issues that can affect you and me. I'm a chronic pain sufferer. My life is going to be filled with pain from here on out. And my government does not hear my cries or pleas. They fall on deaf ears. They cannot see because they're blinded. They're blinded by their precious reputation and worried about getting reelected as soon as they're elected. And they forget about the people that put them there and that elected them. So I'm here to bring accountability and transparency to the legislative branch. As far as I care, you don't need half the lawmakers, you've got the legislature. All you need is a 25 random sample group of people to agree on an issue, and it can pretty well be set in stone. So I don't know why you got 200-something of them laid up in the Capitol. I'm talking about term limits. I'm talking about 8 years on House of Representatives. I'm talking about 12 years on state senator. I'm talking about 8 years on lieutenant governor. I'm talking about 8 years on governor, which is a position I'm seeking. But I only want to serve one term because I can get done what I want to do in 4 years. I can legalize cannabis and get term limits placed on them by then. So I only need 4 years. My back hurts anyway. You know, I'm supposed to be retired. But y'all dragging my ass into politics. So if I'm going to get run for governor, I'm going to be heard. And I think I got some issues that other people out here care about. Only 1/3 of the people vote in Mississippi. We got 3 million people and only about 1 million turn out. That's only 33% of the electoral public. So that means we got 66 people in this state that feel disenfranchised, that don't feel represented up there in the Capitol, up there in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, if y'all won't change, you know, I'm giving you a chance for a voice you never heard. I'm giving you a voice for the disenfranchised. I'm giving you a choice that you never had for legalized cannabis industry in the state of Mississippi. And I'm giving you a chance for change. That's all I can tell you. I'm no career politician, nor do I care to be. I just got a few issues that need to be addressed, and then I'll go back in retirement. And y'all can try to figure the rest of them out. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you I got all the answers. The governor doesn't have to have the answers. The governor has heads of agencies that answer to him, and he gives more supervisory and direction. He doesn't have to be an expert much, to tell you the truth. So I don't know why they got a political process you go through. You got to be secretary and treasurer, and then you got to be attorney general, and then you got to run for lieutenant governor, and then you got to run for governor. And y'all think just because the state last, y'all ought to re-elect them. You don't have to re-elect them if the state is last. There are people out there that won't change and are tired of the good old system. And the change starts with me, and the change starts with you. Now, God bless me, God bless you, God bless Neshoba County, and God bless the state of Mississippi and the United States of America. I am David Singletary, your independent candidate, and your only 420 friendly candidate in the race, and my name is not on the ballot until November election. Thank you very much. A vote for Singletary is a vote for